Hey guys, and welcome to Curl Dislike. These are basically videos of things I dislike, so you might agree with them, might not. With that being said, today's topic is actually something that happened to me this week, and it's called when your car breaks down. Now, this pretty much sucks to anybody who basically has a car and it just breaks down and you can't drive, basically. That's where my topic is aiming for today, where you just can't drive your car. Let's just say, for me, my experience was this week that actually happened. No, last week. Yeah, last week, where it actually happened, where my car broke down. And there was really nothing I could do about it because I was at work. And I shut off my car, and I noticed something about my car. A light shut up, but I was already turning off my car, so I didn't pay too much mind to it. So this is another one that probably sucks to anybody who doesn't pay attention while you're turning it off, because when you're turning off a car, an error pops up, you don't really pay attention because you're just like, well, I'm leaving, doesn't matter. And then you go to work, or you're at your grandmother's or your mother's or a family member's place, or seeing a friend or something. And then when you get back to your car and you try to turn it on, your car is dead. Completely dead, and there's like nothing you can do about it. And that's one thing that pretty much sucks. Hi, buddy. I'm sorry, guys. He's there, and he's kind of like singing for us now. So yeah, it pretty much sucks because it's like you're trying to fix your car, you're trying to go home, let's just say, and it doesn't happen. It's just your car won't turn on. So for my problem was that I noticed that the battery logo popped up, but I was shutting off my car, so I didn't really pay attention. I was literally already turning on the ignition when that appeared on my dashboard. So I didn't pay too much mind, so that pretty much sucked. And so when I get to my car, I was trying to turn it on and the lights were flickering. So this sucked because my battery was completely dead. I didn't get home until I basically got out of work like around 4:30, so I didn't get home until like around 3 in the afternoon. So that pretty much sucked because simple fact is sometimes you're gonna call AAA or whatever company you guys have that helps you with a car breakdown. And the thing with these people is you have to wait really long time. Now for me, it was a different story because I don't have AAA, so I was on my own. All I could do was call my girlfriend and call my best friend. My girlfriend, for the simple fact, telling her, don't worry, I'm okay. My car I'm not going to leave it at my job. I have to take it home because I got to get it repaired, period. Now, normally when you get battery problems, a simple jump can just basically help you. But the thing is, in my situation, I didn't have jump cables. And a lot of people don't really have jump cables nowadays. For some reason, nobody has jump cables. So it pretty much sucks for that aspect too. Because you're trying to start up your car, but you can't because somebody doesn't have jump cables. So, oh my goodness, that is a bummer. I wish I bought this a long time ago, and I've been looking at it, and then finally the day I was gonna buy it, they rearranged this whole section in Walmart where the car battery charger for an air filter. That pumps up the air into your tires, like all this stuff that in one package. And I was gonna buy that. It was like 100 something, I believe, but they moved it, and I didn't know where it was, and I wasn't gonna ask. And I was like, you know what? It was in this location. I don't know where they moved it. And here we had this problem where I'm like, yeah, I really could have used that, and it sucked because again, I was looking around to see if somebody gave me some jumper, a little boost, but jumper cables, it's like prehistoric now. Nobody has jump cables. Like there's some people that do have jump cables, but there's a lot of people that don't. So I was stuck, and I had to go to AutoZone, and I walked to get the battery, bring it to my car to realize I don't have the tools to do this. So this is where my best friend, I had to wait for my girlfriend to pick up my best friend so he could come and install the battery since he's a mechanic. And that sucked. And there was this waiting in the heat, especially in the summertime when there is heat. Oh my goodness. And then there were like little fruit flies and freaking mosquitoes all around because it's near a swamp where I work. And I'm just like, great. I can't, and number one, I couldn't even, roll down the window. So that was another bummer. this other situation happened to me when I went clubbing with a couple of buddies of mine, and I remember we were in the car, and then the car wouldn't start, but you would hear the so something was wrong with the starter. So they basically grabbed the I forgot the name of that the thing that they use that's like an X or a plus, however you look at it, and it's to take out the wheels, and they put it on the starter and they just smashed it as they were starting up the car. It actually worked. They actually turned on the car, but it was just like you had to do it in a precise location, the bang, and on top of that, also hit the ignition key while that bang is hitting, so the car could just. So that was another one that sucked because we were like coming out of the club and we're like, oh man, we're exhausted, and it's like, yeah, the car's not starting. Oh, great. But luckily somebody knew about how to do this, because it was just like, wow, well, part of our group. So it was like, yay, but it really did suck. I remember also when I was learning to drive, and I was moving, I was driving the car, and I was like, okay, let me get a pause, and I parked the car, I double parked the car by a fire hydrant, and I was like, I just need a break. Let me think, because it was like my first time, so I was like a little hesitant, and I was a little nervous. And then when we were gonna drive the car's battery died. So luckily for us, we did have jumper cables at that time, and someone gave us the boost. But it sucked. It really did suck, because it was just like we had to wait literally half an hour for someone to finally pass by, because this was late at night. I was learning how to drive during 11 to 12 or 12 to 1, and I was just like, oh great, what are you doing, buddy? I guess it's animal day for me. My dog is there, and Marshmallow's there. Okay, you stop. Another one of situations that can happen is, this one also happened to me, is when your tire pops. Oh man, this is pretty obnoxious, because when your tire pops, you really like need to take that tire out, and sometimes the tire is stuck and you can't move the bolts because the bolts are stuck there, and you're putting all the force you can, but you can't move the bolts. This also happened to me during the snowstorm. My tire wheel just, I was hearing, I remember I started out the car and I started driving, and then all I hear is, and I'm like, what the heck is that? When I looked, the passenger seat front tire was actually flat, and I was just like, oh man, and I had to wait for AAA. Now the thing is, I had somebody who basically came, and they were like, oh yeah, because I was near my grandmother's, and they were helping me with AAA, but it pretty much sucked, because it was just like I had to wait literally 2 hours for them to come just to take out the wheel, because I was literally trying to crank at that wheel to take it out, and I couldn't take it out. They used a drill gun. Yeah, they're like a drill gun just to like take out the wheels. I was like, oh man. But the thing that sucked was I was basically parked in a section where since my wheel basically popped, I parked where I was able to like let the road continue, because it was a one-way road, and I parked basically by a parking lot. And so many people were so pissed because they couldn't enter through the parking lot in that one specific, because my car was there and there was nothing I can do. I already cranked up I had the thing to crank up so I could take out the wheel, and yeah, I had so many people complaining, saying, move your damn car, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I have a flat tire. Do you understand? I even said it in Spanish, because some people were like, I'm like, there's an entrance on the other side. Just go to the other entrance. And I remember one of the people, he was so mad, he almost ran me over. And that sucks, because I'm like, I told him, I'm like, I have a flat tire. I am sorry. I'm trying to take it out. If you want to help me take it out, be my guest and then help me out take it out. Oh no, you're in the way. You shouldn't be parking there. Okay, should I be blocking the whole road for my car for a flat tire, or should I just park on a parking lot that I didn't think everybody was using, but apparently everybody was using? But yeah, that sucked. Those were one of my terrible moments. If you guys have any experiences on your car breaking down, just leave it in the comments below, and I'll reply to it. Come over here. Okay, he's flying off. But yeah, leave it in the comments below, and I'll see how those experiences add up to my experiences, and With that being said, I really do dislike when your car breaks down and you're like trying to get home, or you're trying to get to the mechanic so you can be like, all right, let's fix this guy up. And yeah, things are not going according to plan. So with that being said, I got a special thanks to you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.